So we've heard some specifics around communication and what you've seen, but drawing from kind of the year you've had, what are some ways you personally, or in the way that you're cultivating your classroom, your team, community, that you're approaching your work differently?
One of the most important parts is that, I want them to continue with this technology piece. I think a lot of times with elementary, it tends to get put to the side. Well, they'll have a technology course or elective later, but we have to start really getting our children acclimated to having that knowledge and technology. They know how to play the games, and things like that, but we have to show them. Now they have, the ability to be on a Zoom call and know how to share their screen and know how to, create some of these Google Docs or fill out a Google form, which some adults don't have that knowledge.
And then I think in terms of approaching our time differently next year, I think, right now public schools are set up. We are in school from 8:30 to 3:30 and school happens then. And then we expect kids to do homework and independent work outside of that time. And it's I really want us to think too, how do we best use the time that we have for school, for learning, for the online platforms? How do we ensure in that time that students have time to play, students have time to reconnect, students have time to be kids?
And asking them, what do you want to see? Because that's how you're going to keep them engaged, finding out what they want.
One of the things that I would like for us to see is to make sure that each school has links for every parent to get on the website so that they can be able, if they don't feel comfortable talking to a teacher, if their child feel that they're not getting all the information, that they can click on the actual link and be able to get that information so that it can assist them while we're still making this transition during this pandemic.
I feel like a lot of the times when kids have internet problems, they can't log in, we didn't have a backup, what do we do since the computer's down? If the school had provided something, in case when the kids didn't have internet, they had a workbook or something that they could be working on instead, or worksheets, anything, so they don't, not use it as an excuse. Oh, my computer's not working, so I guess it's a day off.
I think this really just illuminated to me on a very high national level that there is money for schools. There is money for schools because we got money. So it shouldn't have taken a pandemic for us as a country to get hundreds of thousands of dollars for learning loss mitigation funds in order to get materials and teachers and tutors and technologies into classrooms.